swishes it around. Don Aslett, the king of cleaning, has come up with that better broom. It's made of rubber. It's what a lot of beauty salons use. And whether you need to clean up spills in the garage, you need to clean up water around the hot tub, or you just need to clean up the juice, the Kool-Aid that spills from the kiddos, it'll do it. And we're not going to give you just one. We're going to give you a set of two, so you can have one just for the indoors and one just for the outdoors. More than 65,000 have been sold here at QVC, and my friend John Holt, who brings us great solutions for our home, this was one of the first products you brought here to QVC, right?
Yes, over 15 years ago.
And here he is still standing with the broom. I love it. But that means you know it works, right?
Right, exactly. And, you know, hair salons all over the world have been using rubber brooms for over 40 years. Restaurants, hotels, we use them in our commercial cleaning business. They're practically indestructible. They all have a built-in squeegee on the back, which I'll show you. Steel telescopic handles. It doesn't get any better than that. And the only difference here is one's blue, one's green.
But
Same
you get
rubber
both,
heads.
right?
Yeah, you get both. So I keep the blue one inside. I use the green one in the garage. But let's show you how it works. The reason it works so well, it's not like your straw broom or nylon brooms. This is made out of 100% rubber. Rubber's extremely soft. Softest broom you'll ever put on a hardwood floor. Now here, I'm going to just put it down here. I'm going to telescope it out here. Nice 60-inch handle.
Okay.
When you sweep with this, it's hard to see some of this. I got a lot of hair on here. When you sweep, the broom is over 12 inches wide. Here's why the hair salons use it. When you sweep with this, you don't miss a single hair. If you've got pets, this is the broom. Now here I've got sugar, I've got some rice back here. The whole idea is when you sweep with this, there's 500 rubber fingers on here. When you sweep, they all come together. The dirt can't get through it. And on the back, we put these extra wide flaps on here because when you sweep, like the restaurants, they sweep flour. That's like powder, okay? It's gonna get even the powdery stuff. So that's your hardwood, but here's something that most brooms can't even come close to even thinking about doing. This is not gonna replace your Dyson, okay? You're still gonna get one of those, but here, you come inside, you wipe your feet, the dogs lay down in one area, you spill something. This is a ton of pet hair. Now, instead of sweeping on a carpet, what we're going to do is brush. Now, I'm not pressing on the broom, I'm using a really light stroke. If you've ever done this, when your vacuum won't get a piece of hair up, that works because it's rubber on your shoe. Well, that's exactly what the broom is. Okay, that's why the restaurants, the hotels, and the hair salons have been using these for decades.
That's fantastic. You're getting both of that. Remember, you don't have to choose a color. You're getting the blue and the green for 2 easy payments of $13. The full price is $26, so really you're looking at $13 a broom for a broom that works in spots that you would never use the traditional version for, and quite frankly, helps get the job done quicker. And I love the fact because it's rubber.
Yeah.
I can clean this, right?
You know, if you use it in the garage, you get grease on it, just rinse it under your sink, take a garden hose and blast it. It just screws and unscrews. And, you know, simple as that. Just twist it on, you're ready to sweep. Now, let me show you something over here. On a tile floor, you have grouting, which is a little deeper, a little rougher. Now, what I have down here is some broken shards of glass, 10,000 little pieces of glass all over the floor. If you swept that with a straw broom, you would still be afraid to walk across that with your bare feet.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, now watch what I'm going to do here. I'm only going to sweep over this area once. I'm going to sweep over this area once. Now watch what I do here. You would never do this with any other broom. I've done this 10,000 times on QVC. There's never a piece of glass left behind. All of it's back here where I swept. Simply, you just sweep it into a dustpan. And again, when you sweep, the rubber comes together. The dirt can't get through it. You've got, now here's what I want to do. Let's switch spots here real quick.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I want to show you the squeegee part of the broom. Now, this isn't a mop. It's not going to pick up a spill. But if you have a little oil or grease in the garage, use this with the degreaser. Scrub your concrete. This is slate. If you have mold on your patio, use a deck cleaner. When you're done, flip it over, push the dirty water right out the garage door.
Oh, that's fantastic.
It's that simple. Now, you can do this on windows as well. Now, I know it's in the middle of the summer, but think about it. When it starts to snow again, every one of my vehicles has this broom in it. I fold it up, I keep it behind the back seat of my truck. If I come out from the building here, it's got a couple inches of snow, I just go right across the windshield. With the squeegee, the rubber can't scratch anything.
That's awesome. Okay. And I'm even thinking just with that telescopic handle, you can hit the ceiling fans, you can hit all those hard to reach spots, the shelves, and you're going from a David Venable size down to an Amy Strand size, right?
Exactly. So, and again, like you just saw the benefit headliner of a truck. If you just got a truckload of mulch, use this. It gets in the grout lines of your patio like nothing else can. And you know, again, here's some grease on the garage. That was a little soap we squirted on the concrete floor. Scrub it up, just flip it over. You can squeegee it right into a dustpan, and that way you don't step on the grease and walking into your house. And if anybody's got a pool or a hot tub, you know that little line you get at the top of the water? Use that, like ring around the tub. Use this to get that line off. And here it is on windows. It's got a perfect squeegee on the back. Better than any of those gas station squeegees you'd ever use.
Yeah, because they sit in dirty water anyway. And remember, you are getting 2 of these. You're getting both a green one and a blue one. So you can keep one in the car, can keep one around the house, keep indoors, keep outdoors for 2 easy payments of $13. And Don Aslett, I mentioned, king of clean, but for anybody who doesn't know who Don Aslett is.
Well, Don's been around, well, for over 50 years in the cleaning business. We have over 5,000 employees that clean every single night while everybody else is sleeping. We do all the malls in the Midwest. We do major universities, 60,000 students. Now, how many people have one of these at home?
I do.
Okay, straw, you see how it curls up? So when you press down on it, here, actually, I want you to do this. Would you mind?
No, sure. Great. Put me to work.
Yeah, take it right down the center of this carpet and show how great these brooms work. Okay, see how the bristles lay flat? So you're only dragging the side of the bristle. You're really not getting very much, are you?
I'm just pushing it out
exactly.
to the side. And you know what I noticed with these? I tend to start having more dirt because the bristles start falling out, and then I'm sweeping those up.
Yeah, it's made from grass from a field, okay? The head on our broom is angled 45 degrees, so every rubber tip points straight down. Now, I only did about 3 inches, and you can already see what we've gotten here. And again, I'm not pressing. If you press down on the broom, watch what happens. You're gonna lay the rubber flat. You want the tips to do the work. So if you use a light stroke, it's going to work better. And again, just like the rubber on your shoe, if you've done this with your shoe, you know how that works? So does the broom. And again, I'm not saying sweep wall-to-wall carpeting, but for the hallway rug, the entryway carpet, maybe where the dog lies down, use this. And hey, if you have a big enough dog, take the head right off. You can use it as a pet brush right on your furniture, your clothes, your car seats. It works really well, actually.
They're loving it. They're watching it work. That's the magic of being able to shop with QVC. You see how these things work. 500 sets have been ordered. And remember, you don't have to choose a color because you're getting both at that great value. 2 easy payments of $13. Kitty litter? Kitty litter on the rug?
Oh, hey, kitty litter. I love walking on that with bare feet.
Okay, I'm placing my order now. Thank you. It's V31811. John will be back in just a bit.